Hi guys, Squirrel here. Now recently I was invited by Ubisoft to go down to London and attend a Rainbow Six Siege preview event. At this preview event, I got to meet a bunch of other YouTubers, I saw some rather wicked Rainbow Six Siege real-life equipment, and I got to stand and look pretty cool with a bunch of operators. Apart from that, we also got to see some brand new stuff which has not been seen before. This is to do with the PvE aspect of the game, specifically the situations, the solo mode situations. This is the first time you'll have seen any of these, and we got to record 3 of them. I've put them in separate videos. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the stuff what happened and talk about the game itself and what you can expect from it. I think this game is shaping up to be an absolute blast of a game. So I'm going to assume you know nothing about Rainbow Six Siege. Let me briefly explain what the game is. So the game is going to release on December the 1st. That's the current planned release date. The game is essentially about operators. Think SAS, Special Forces kind of people. There are 10 attacking operators and 10 defending operators currently. I'm sure they'll add more later. Each operator has a varying character model, a bio, background story, weapon and equipment. Now, only one kind of operator is allowed in a game, so as the players are choosing which operator they want, you will have to find a different operator if the one that you want to play has already been taken by another player. Since this is a team-based game, the idea is that you basically choose operators that complement each other, as each has different roles to play. Some will carry sort of blast shields, as it were, so they can be front and point. Others perhaps will have flashbangs, stun grenades, equipment that will allow them to send things through the walls and explode inside the room. And for the defending team, it's the same thing. The defending operators will be people that can set traps, people that can scan what's coming in, people that can lay down barbed wire to slow down the attackers. You get the idea. Now, there's 3 particular game modes. There's PvP, and there's PvE, which has 2 variations. One is a solo situation, and the other you can play with your friends against AI terrorists. Now, in the PvP mode, which is something that you will hopefully have seen in the open beta recently, this is a 5-on-5 online multiplayer match. There are alternate rounds of attacking and defending. Each player chooses their operator, and then there's a 45-second pre-round time where the attacking team controls drones and tries to gather intel about the location of the bomb and the location of the defending players. Meanwhile, the defending players have 45 seconds to try and fortify their position. They'll be trying to put down barbed wire, reinforce walls, blockade windows, set traps, that kind of thing. Then the round begins. This game mode you should have already seen in the open beta, so I'm not going to focus on it in this video. Instead, in this video, I'm going to focus on the PvE terrorist hunt, and I'll talk you through some footage shortly. As for the PvE solo situations, these are brand new, and these have not been seen before now. There were 5 in total in the game, but we were only allowed to record 3 of them. So I've put each of them into a separate video, and I'll link the video in the video description. But for now, let's talk about how the PvE terrorist hunt works. There are 2 kinds of terrorist hunts. There is the Terrorist Hunt Classic, where your team has 15 minutes to find, locate and kill 30 AI enemies. I'll show you footage from that one shortly. First, I'm going to show you this one. This is the disarm bomb scenario. On this particular scenario, we're going to be on board an aircraft. Our job is to find and locate and disarm 2 bombs on the aircraft without being killed. We're playing in hardcore mode. Now, hardcore mode means the AI is an extremely good shot. We have very, very little health.
Locate and defuse all bombs. Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
And here we are, about to climb the massive ladder to take us on board the aircraft. You may have noticed I decided to go for the M1014 shotgun. I kind of figured that in a scenario like this, where an aircraft is essentially a corridor, that everything's going to be short range and close, I think. Now, it turns out the Andy guy has a blast shield. You can see him holding the shield there, so he's actually ideally suited to be point. We've got to find the bombs. We don't know where they are. There was no preparation phase. There's no kind of going around with your remote camera drones to try and find the location of the bomb. We have to just work our way through. Now, this is an example here where you can detonate the floor and blast your way through it and then drop down another level. The other thing is about this, there are multiple levels on board this aircraft. And you have to be aware of that. The two bombs are going to be on separate levels. You can see I got massively flashed. The flash lasts so long, but you can also see how powerful the shotgun is on this particular map. Anyway, a short range shotgun blast is pretty deadly. If I was trying to fire the length of that corridor, I couldn't hit a barn door. Now, I would expect that once you're playing with friends on, you know, TeamSpeak, that kind of thing, you can coordinate extremely well. Now, although we were all 5 of us were hooked up on a sort of a TeamSpeak, there wasn't a massive amount of coordination going on. So you'll often see, as you can see now, the team is splitting up. I decide, as we find the bomb here, we start to plant the diffuser. I decide to try and cover this corridor, and there you go. So the diffuser's now being activated. I'm flashed, so I'm backing up. The diffuser's activated, so you find the bomb, then you put down the diffuser, and then you have a period of time where you have to defend it. The enemy AI will start to rush you. There you go. So 45 seconds left for that diffuser to work now. And the enemy AI will rush you in an attempt to try and stop you defusing the bomb. I could have held that corridor off there, but it seems that my my teammates decided to move on. Never mind. Again, coordination would be the key. We're pushing forward. I don't know if anybody's covering the bomb or not, but we're off to try and find the second one. I guess it doesn't matter on this map because it's a corridor map. Did you see that ladder? That would lead you back up to the next level. So I decided to take a peek up here and see what's what. It turns out, bit of a dead end.
5 seconds remaining until the bomb is defused.
As with everything, if you can learn the maps, it's half the battle. I have no idea where I'm going in this particular aircraft. I don't know the map yet. I don't know where the entry and exit points are. I don't know where the drop-down points are. Again, I don't know where the possibilities are. So I'm kind of roaming around going, where the heck am I? That can be blasted through. So there is possibly another level down. There you can see my teammate is now blasting that one. So now we can drop down to the next level, which is probably where the bomb is.
Located a bomb.
There it is, we found it. We actually dropped straight onto the bomb site. I can't see a thing. Now, I noticed that there's a lot of fire coming through from behind me here. The barbed wire, you can feel how slow it is there. Look, it slows you down massively. And I think to myself, you know what? We're going to have to cover this corridor here. Now, quite cleverly, there's barbed wire down just before that peak hole. Which means, if you get rushed and you're at that peak hole, you'll not be able to get out of this room in time. So what I do is, I kind of hang around here and wait for anybody coming this way. I'm expecting my teammates to defend the other way. There's only really 2 entries into this, apart from the drop-down we came through. If we was on a more open map, this bomb site, we might have to protect it from 3 or even 4 different entry points. I'm pretty badly hurt now. And one of the enemies just walked past me. Oh, that was close. That was so close. What I can't believe, I'm stood here, what I can't believe is how many enemies I have to shoot as they come through here. I'm pretty much seem to be the only one doing it, but you see that? I looked away at exactly the wrong moment. I looked away, turned back, and boom, because the AI is on hard, they just insta-shoot you. But the mission was a success, and we defused both bombs. Now, if you're in any doubt as to what the difficulty level of the AI currently is, let me just show you this clip here. I'm the last man standing, my final teammate went down there, and there you go. I don't know what to say about that, but let's just see it from his point of view. This is hilarious. Watch this. I don't know what to... That was amazing. That's all I'm saying. That was amazing. But let me show you another game mode. This is Terrorist Hunt Classic, and on this particular map, which is called Clubhouse, this map is actually quite large, and there are only 26 terrorists and 12 minutes to find them. It's tricky finding the terrorists on this map because it is so big and there aren't that many of them. And here we are. I've got the AR-33 assault rifle. You can see my equipment list down the bottom there and the keys to operate it. The X key, in case you're wondering what that is how you mark an enemy. So if you happen to see an enemy but you can't kill them for whatever reason, you can actually hold down X and it will mark them on the minimap for a few seconds. You can also use that with the remote control drones as well. So as you're driving the drones around, you can hold the X key to mark enemies. The camera icon that you can see is what you can use when you want to access the cameras. Now that could be, if you're a defending team, it could be fixed cameras in the building, or if you're an attacking team, it will let you switch to any remote control drones that happen to be alive. So one tactic with the remote control drones is to park them and leave them under, you know, sideboards, that kind of thing, where the enemy can't see them, but you can still use them later. That's one particular strategy you can use. Plenty of firefighting going on here. Lots of barbed wire in that room, so I ain't going that way. I'm just wondering what Jack's trying to do. I don't know if he's going to fight his way through them or not. He's decided to fight his way through. I don't think I can come round, so I'm going to stick with him. I figure it would be better if we try and stick, you know, safety in numbers, that kind of thing. If you press the V key, that is a sort of a melee. You can remap that, of course. But a melee key will smash down these wooden battens. The defending team can blockade windows and doors with wooden battens, and it takes 3 hits to knock them down completely. Each hit will the first hit will knock a hole in it, the second will almost destroy it, and the third will completely destroy it. Now I've gone outside again. I'm not really sure where I am. You can also rappel up and down buildings. I don't know if you knew that or not. I decided to take a quick peek in here, and my teammate decides to just smash through. But there you go. If you hold down the space key, it deploys a rope, and then you can just rappel upwards. And I decide to take another peek through here. But it looks like a terrorist just got killed. That noise you can hear, which sounds like a mobile phone interference, that is an enemy nitro cell. Now, nitro cell are, you can see them on the floor flashing there, they're proximity explosive devices. What the terrorists will often do is put multiple of them in a room, particularly in the breach point like this. And if you step in there, you're going to have a very, very bad day. It's all gone quiet up here, so I decided to push inside. However, I then got shot from over there, which is something I did not expect. Nope, you can't push through breeze block. At this point in the game, I'm kind of getting a little bit confused about where the heck I am, but then I just happen to be facing the right way when one of the terrorists decides to come up that ladder there. They do move around. They're attracted to noise and gunfire. In the same way that, you know, if you plant a bomb diffuser down, they'll come in and try and take the diffuser off. If they hear gunfire, they won't just necessarily sit tight in a room. The actual location of terrorists changes every single time you play it. And as does the movement. You never know where they're going to attack from. As that guy just came up the ladder there, that was totally unexpected. That keeps the game really fresh. Now that guy was wearing explosive devices. He's an absolute nightmare. What he does is he runs up to you and then detonates himself. And he was detonating himself on a teammate. I managed to shoot the guy, but I couldn't save the teammate, who was already dead anyway. Once he gets next to teammates, he will just kill him. I tried to shoot him before he got there, which of course caused the explosives to fire. But he would have been dead anyway, so there's nothing I could do. I tried to save him. There's some of the solo levels. There's one particular solo level, which I'll show you in another video, where there's a guy with an explosive belt, and he just runs at you all of the time, and instantly kills you. It's so annoying. Those mannequins, those dummies, are wonderfully placed. They really do trick you into thinking that's, you know, an enemy terrorist. Because you're looking for, you know, human-shaped objects to shoot. And when you see a mannequin, you're like, whoa, oh, it's just a mannequin. I'm trying to wonder why my assault rifle will not shoot that nitro cell. It seems to be a range thing, which I kind of find a bit weird. Unless my rounds are missing, I'm not really sure. So just the 3 hostiles left now. Well, even though it says 4 on the marker above. There you go, 3. Now it says 3. There's one. And there's the other. So yeah, just happened to get lucky coming up the stairs there at the right time. But, you know, it's about movement around the map and making sure that you don't die because you weren't paying attention. That's it for this particular video. Hope you've enjoyed this quick look at Rainbow Six Siege, which is out on December the 1st. Please go and visit the other 3 videos. They're scenario, PvE situational ones, new footage never been seen before. Until then, take care, guys. Happy shooting.